go.
We did it.
Sorry.
Fantastic. So, can you hear me okay?
I can. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, sounds great, loud and clear. So, very cool. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Lisa, and sharing kind of your experience. And we're getting hearts and likes already, so this is great. So, very cool. So, I'm super excited to have you on. Lisa and I both live in Idaho Falls. Little did I know, I go to the gym with her husband, and so it's kind of fun to connect that way. But I'm super excited, Lisa, to hear your story and what's helped you be successful. So maybe as we kind of dive in, first start with like before the program. Tell us about, oh, and by the way too, like you look great. Your skin's like glowing, you look
Oh,
fantastic.
thanks.
So it's fun to see. So tell us a little bit before, like where were you at before kind of the program leading up to it, maybe your story just a little bit that way.
Sure. I work full time. I have three very busy kids, and my husband and I have coached and we volunteer. We stay very busy. Sometimes you leave work and you get home at 10 o'clock at night, and you're getting dinner on the go, and lots of eating out. So that was good. It's been a cost savings with this program. But yeah, lots of eating out, and it was almost like a part of the social aspect and things to do with the family, get together because we do get so busy. So then we say, oh, let's go eat and and do that. And I have a sweet tooth, and so I love desserts, and that is not good because I can have access to a lot of desserts. And so it got me in trouble, and I definitely did not prioritize my health in all of this. I was more worried about making sure that my kids were taken care of, making sure work was taken care of, and in the meantime, just neglected myself and put myself in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, awesome. I'm excited to hear some of the stuff you just talked about. I mean, going out to eat, it's part of your family. I know we've made some fun, cool changes in there, so I'm excited to hear about that. But first, okay, hold on. We've got Lori Newman says, hot mama. Allie says, hey, Lise. Christina says, Lise. Vicky gives
Yeah.
hearts, lots of hearts. So yeah, thanks for joining, you guys. So, okay, so you were in a place where you didn't want to be, obviously, before. Tell me about like what was for you, like why do the program, why'd you, well, I mean, yes, what was it about the program that made you want to do it, but like in general, like what was your motivation to get started in your health journey? Because I know that's a big thing for a lot of people as far as like just getting motivated to like actually take the step to do it. So tell me about that.
Yeah. Well, first, I didn't think I deserved it. I felt that I had let myself down, and I didn't think that I deserved to do something about it. Like I was penalizing myself for not taking care of myself and getting to where I was at. And so I just thought, I don't deserve to invest in myself. And my husband does Spartan races, and he's like, I want to do them with you. I want to cross the finish line with you. And I always have said, oh, I'll do something. I'll keto. I did keto last year, and that's not, I couldn't maintain that all the time as a lifestyle. That was a temporary thing, and it was successful, but only for a minute. And so when I first heard about the program, and it was intimidating, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to be carb free, gluten free, sugar free, dairy free, and that was a lot of my favorite things. And so once I had talked to you and understood the program, and I actually believed in myself for the first time in a long time, and just said, okay, we're going to do it. And my family and my husband supported me. And after I talked to you, I just knew I needed to do it.
Yeah. Awesome. So cool. So I love the motivation. I mean, everybody that joins the program, our first call, it's diving into why do you want to do this? Like what's motivating you, right? So, and people are always like, this is a weight loss program. Why are we talking about that? But that's the most important part. So I love to hear that. So, okay, hold on. We got more comments. Allie Wild says, we love you. Jordan Stevens says, you're so beautiful. Allie says, beast mode. So awesome. We're getting
Oh,
lots of hearts. So very cool. All right. So okay. So you joined the program, like it's been like what, 8 weeks, I think, somewhere
yeah.
right around there.
Yep.
So 8 weeks, tell us, I already gave the amount of weight you lost in 8 weeks, 33 and a half, I think was what it was
Hmm.
today. So we already know that result, but tell us like over the last 8 weeks, now there's two phases. You were first in the losing phase. Now you're in the locking or maintenance phase.
Yeah.
What were you kind of, let's talk about like what you've experienced through the process. Yes, with like some of the weight loss and physical changes, but for you, I know there's been a lot of other really cool things that you've experienced with travel and
Yeah.
tournaments and all sorts of really cool things. So I want to dive into that as far as just some of the things you've seen or experienced, and then we'll talk later how you've really been able to achieve the success, or achieve the things you have experienced.
Yeah. So we, again, like very, very busy, very, very active, kids and family, always on the go. And that was part of my struggle, is not knowing how to take care of what I've done to myself for so long. And I are again like getting home at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and you're just getting dinner, and you're like, oh, we'll get Subway. It's healthy, right?
Right.
So we'll just grab some Subway. But I I just knew that putting a plan together to get through those situations would help me. And one time, the probably the most empowering time, we had a family dinner, which Allie, who's on, she made us a family dinner to celebrate birthdays. And I wasn't sure what she was making, and so I took food, and I was nervous because I didn't want to insult her. I didn't want people to think I was weird or anything like that. And I was very nervous on the way over. And when I saw she made something really good, I would have eaten that any other time. Like it would have been all about it. But when I knew I wasn't going to eat it and I pulled my food out, everybody there was just more of, what are you doing? Like you look so good. And it was more of a conversation, not a judgmental or negative situation. And having that support has really motivated me even more, because I did not want to hurt anyone's feelings. I was more worried about that than anything. And so doing that, I did feel empowered that you and I had talked about that. And some people do think, you're bringing your own food, you're this naturalist, or, are you vegan now? Like kind of making fun of you. And that's not what I've experienced. I experienced it as support and more of a conversation piece. And it's exciting to share the journey, because people motivate me. My husband motivates me. And I hope that I can do that to somebody as well, pay it forward.
Yeah, fantastic. Which you are right now. So that just the fact that you're on sharing your story is so fantastic, because people are watching, going, I can do that too. If Lisa can do it,
Yes,
then
yes.
she, like I can do it. So,
It's true,
okay,
you
so
can.
yeah, absolutely. And so you, I mean, obviously family situations, you've experienced great support. You're able to plan, you're able
Yeah.
to like make it work for you guys. Tell me a little bit more about that. I mean, you traveled, you were out of town for a week, or give or
Yeah.
take. You've taken weekend trips, tournaments for kids, family parties, all sorts of stuff, Valentine's Day. Like, how were you able to kind of get through those and still lose 33 and a half pounds?
So on Sundays we meal prep, and it's about 3 to 4 hours, and we meal prep for the entire week. And it's kind of a family event. We make our food, we go to the store together, we have it planned out. So first and foremost, I would say prep. When you go to the store, know what you're going to buy, know what you're going to make. And our kids have even said, what are we having for dinner? A piece of lettuce? Yeah. but we're making good things. We're making good stuff that they even eat. And so it's actually turned into more family sit down dinners than I anticipated. So that's a bonus that we've gained in the program. And when I went on my trip for work, a big meeting. And if anybody's been to any of those conferences, you know that the food there is amazing. There's desserts, there's wine. It was in Napa Valley, California, so you know there's some good wine there. And it was it. I planned ahead. I called and just asked to make sure that there were going to be options for me with my diet, and it was intimidating making that phone call to make sure that things were going to be there for me to eat, but they were very accommodating. It wasn't anything crazy. And being there, like, trust me, there is temptation. There are this chocolate cake. Oh, it looks so good. And I took a picture and sent it to my husband, and he was like, "Don't do it. Don't. You
Yeah.
have worked so hard." He said, "Just stay strong." And so I made it through. I made it through the week, and I didn't. I thought about more. I reflected more about how much I would have taken in. I would have had wine with dinner. I would have had dessert. I would have had all these things, and not even have thought twice about it, and not realizing how much sugar and how many different toxins I was putting in my body just because it tastes so good. But that was scary. It was scary to make those calls. It was scary to eat different, but it was of apple cider vinegar.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So many just words of wisdom, pearls in there of just like, okay, so planning ahead, whether that's calling the hotel, whether that's packing your own food, going to the store, you've seen some great progress that way. And it sounds like for you, it's been pretty empowering for you as far as just being able to just feel like, yeah, I'm supported, I'm doing this, I'm in control. I know during kind of the Valentine's and that you tell us about that. I know you felt like, how am I going to get through all of this? And afterwards, I remember you saying you felt so just like, I can do this, like I'm empowered here. Tell us about that
Yeah.
experience.
So the Valentine's Day, of course, like amazing desserts, amazing cakes, and things going on. And I just didn't want any of that in the home for myself or my kids. So we kept it clean. Then the very next day, we had some friends that were doing a fundraiser selling Krispy Kreme donuts, and trust me, that would have been like, that's the weakness right
Yeah,
there.
same here.
And all my skeletons are coming out on this call right now.
It's okay. But the thing is all of us are like this. I bet everybody on this call loves a Krispy Kreme donut. They love the Valentine's cakes and chocolates and desserts. And if you've
Yeah.
ever been to a tournament at a high school, it's nachos and drinks, and like we all know because we've all done it, and you're breaking free, and that's awesome. So
Yeah.
anyway, Kate, keep going on.
So I wanted to support their kids, but I knew if that Krispy Kreme donut came in the house that I was setting myself up. So I just donated money to the fundraiser and told them to enjoy the donuts or give them to somebody else that could use them. And then the next night was a dance for my daughter, and the parents had put on a dinner, and I was helping with them. And there was this beautiful tres leches cake there, and oh my gosh, it was staring at me in the face. It wanted to take me down. And so I just avoided it. I didn't make eye contact with it. And I probably drank about a gallon of water just trying to divert myself from this cake. And I didn't eat it. And then on Sunday was the dinner that I talked about with Allie. And so all of those things leading up to it, I really didn't think I'd be able to make it through that, but I did.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that hard. I mean, that tres leches, that guy was trying to take me down, but I wasn't gonna let it go happen.
Yeah, you conquered. That's awesome. So through all of that, like what did you do? What were some of the things you did, like physical preparation, mental, spiritual, emotional, whatever? Like what did you do to like help get through all of that?
Well, part of my mental preparation, like I just told myself I deserve it. I deserve to invest time. I deserve to treat myself good. I have a healthy body, and instead of abusing it, I should be appreciating it. And my sister was going through chemotherapy during that time, and just watching her fight for any ounce of energy, I just thought, geez, I got to get myself together here. She's battling chemo, and I'm just worried about eating a donut. You know, like, it's time to get my priorities together. And so we've had a lot of family support around us during this time with her. And so I really wanted to take it, don't take advantage of my body, and that I don't have, thank goodness, a disease or something, and I'm abusing it. And I want my kids to be proud. I want to show them that I can do something. And yeah, sure, I can get them to all the places they need to get to, and I can make sure the clothes are washed and all that. But I want to show them that you can put your mind to something and achieve it, and don't sell yourself short. Like, you're worth it. You're worth investing in yourself.
Yeah. That's Lisa, that is awesome. So inspiring, so amazing to hear your motivation and things that just changing some of those beliefs, right? Like from not feeling like you deserve it to knowing that absolutely I deserve this. I have a healthy body, I'm grateful for it, and just having some of those changes is so powerful and great inspiration. In fact, hold on, we got a couple. So Angie Beck says, Lisa rocks. Amy says, hey, Jared. Kim says, very inspiring. Lori Newman says, so proud of you, sis. Gloria Keller Spencer says, way to go, Lisa. Bobby says, you're awesome. Bobby Underwood says, you're awesome, Lisa. Amanda
Oh,
Williams says, Lisa, my beautiful friend. Pamela Ackerman says, you're awesome, Lisa. Carla Campbell says, I'm so proud of your progress, Lisa. Hold on, we got lots more. Sherry Roberts says, hey, Nick and I are here. Sean Christian says, beautiful inside and out, Lisa. Love you, sis. Lauren Assel, I think I said that, says, awesome, Lisa. Vicky Anderson, you deserve all the good things. So proud of you. And then Candy Hatch says, love you, my girl.
oh
So
my.
you're loved, Lisa. You are an inspiration to all of us. So amazing to hear just the love and the support, the changes that are taking place in your life. I know, obviously, you've made. I know, you and I have had lots of conversations about all the ins and outs of all these things, and you've seen some just amazing progress. It shows in your countenance, your face, like I say, you're glowing. You look great. So tell us, just like you've worked hard. What do you think's been kind of the thing that you've maybe seen the biggest change in, the most benefit for you? And it could be physical, emotional, whatever it is. What's been, because
Yeah.
when we talk about weight loss, everyone's always like, yeah, I lost weight. Well, cool. But sometimes that's not really the thing. But tell us, for you, like, what's been the biggest benefit for you over the last 8 weeks?
Well, of course, when you get to go buy new clothes, like, that feels good. And I've been able to go down 4 sizes, pant sizes, since beginning, and that was exciting because I'm never going back to those clothes. So they are long gone. I told you I didn't know if I wanted to have a burn session with them, so I know I can never go back, or what to do. But I the physical aspect of even just bending over and tying your shoes, just when you can't catch your breath, you just wonder, what have I done to myself? So definitely more energy. um, I had thought about surgery, gastric bypass, the lap band, and even looked into it, and I just didn't feel right about it. I just felt having that done was not the option I wanted to go with. I wanted to do it the right way, and I wanted to do something that would be a lifestyle, not just like a temporary thing. And so I find more energy where just like at the volleyball games, like, I don't want to just sit there. And there's times like I would have sat there before and looked at my watch and been like, oh my gosh, I sat here for 2 hours and didn't even get up. Like, how silly. And even at work, because I sit behind a desk, and um, I have a pedal bike underneath my desk. And so I try to get as many miles in on my bike. I have a stand up desk now. Just try to keep my body moving. And when I have um, the stress is a biggie for me, because I am a stressful person, and I'm changing that with this program, because a lot of that is what has got me to where I was at. And so when I do have a stressful moment, I put myself in timeout is what I call it. And I walk away, I text somebody, think about something I'm grateful for, pay somebody a compliment, and help alleviate that level of stress, because I will say it's high stress, and I don't want to be that way. I don't like being that way. I want to be um, easygoing, and know like things are going to be okay. And there's a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah. Wow. Very, very cool. And you, I mean, I know over the last 8 weeks with your job, I mean, you don't just like sit at home and hang. I know you said like taking kids places and washing clothes, but you work as well, and you're very, very busy, and your job, obviously you're doing a lot. And I know you guys had a big event, not a big, I don't know what you call it, project or something that was happening at work. So to be able
Yeah.
to look at that and say like, I want to be in control. Like, I don't want to just respond and react. I want to be able to manage that and be in control, not just of my physical health, but my emotions. I mean, that's so amazing through all of this. I mean, we've had holidays, we've had travel, we've had trips, we've had big work projects, and you've seen just phenomenal progress. So inspiring, Lisa. Very, very cool.
Thank you.
So, okay. So I know you said something that I wanted to bring back up. You said before, when you guys would like go out to eat and stuff, like it was kind of like just part of like what you guys did as a family. So tell me a little bit about like maybe some of the changes or benefits you've seen, maybe from going from that to where you guys are now.
Yeah, so when now it's, hey, let's go to the Apple and let's go swim, or let's go do something. We changed our behaviors as a family, and sometimes, with my kids, my older kids, they eat out for lunch, and then if we would eat out for dinner, they're eating out twice a day, and we just thought that's not okay. They're young and they're athletic, they participate in sports, and so we needed to make that change. And so, like I said, we have more sit down family meals than we have before. And then when we're kind of just sitting around, even if we'll go do a Starbucks run, and I love Starbucks. I gold card member for a reason. But I've just changed what I get there. I get a mint tea there, and so we still have little events, but there's better decisions that are being made. And again, it's a cost savings because we're not eating out so frequently. But it's it's been good. It's been really good. I don't know. My kids might not agree with that, but
They'll thank you in like 10 years when they know how to eat healthy and have healthy bodies. So that's when it'll be. Sometimes it's a change now. So maybe for those who have kids who are in the program, like what are some of the things you've done just to help your kids make this transition or change, or things you've done in the home to make it just kind of a better place?
well, we just make what my husband and I make. They can have whatever they want. And we'll say, if you want this, or they can make something else different. And like I said, we're making good stuff. We have steak, we have taco salad, so they can have a taco, chicken, like there's all sorts of different varieties that we have. And so whatever we have, they it smells good. They'll try it. If they don't like it, they'll eat something else. But for the most part, they'll eat what we make. And I was surprised by a couple of things that they do like. They're things that we do make, and sometimes they like to have a side that I can't have, but it's fine. We just make sure that everyone has their veggies and fruits and protein.
Yeah. Awesome. So it sounds like the key component there was making tasty food, right? So your kids want it as
Yeah.
well. And that makes it way more sustainable for you guys too, because if you're just eating chicken and broccoli all day long every day, that's not fun. So you guys have done a great job to make food really and I call it the golden rule, the ultimate principle. If you can make if you can make nourishing food delicious, you have the equation to success. And that's for
Yes.
even you or your kids, because then you'll want to actually eat food, and it makes you feel good at the same time, physically and emotionally. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So very cool. I think that's a great tip there. So Okay, couple of other comments here. Kim England says, "Wow, this is awesome. Great job." D.
Oh,
Bluemel says, "Way to go." Diane Roberts says, "So proud of you. Love you." So
oh.
awesome. You are an inspiration, Lisa. So okay, so you've shared a ton with us. I don't want to take your whole evening, but so kind of the last thing I always like to two last questions. One is just for you. What was maybe the sum of, or maybe the biggest kind of like aha moment for you, like throughout these like, oh, I can't believe I do that, or I did that, or like whatever it was, like what's kind of a big aha moment you realized so far?
Well, I never used to make food a priority. It was always the enemy, because I would just eat and then blame the food, because it's the food's fault that it got inside my body, right? So
Hmm.
it was when I started to understand what I needed to eat and how to eat, and making food a priority, it was weird because you just think, oh yeah, I'm gonna starve myself to death with these portion sizes, but then you don't, and you feel good. And I love carbs. And even I was allowed to have Melba toast on this program, so everybody listen up, because Jared, he's a little pusher. So I Melba toast. I was like, oh, this is like my one treat a day. I get to have this little piece of dried up toast. And Jared challenged me. He said, try going without the Melba toast because there's gluten in that. And I did, and didn't even miss the taste. I didn't miss having that, and I felt better. And so understanding what's in food, in the ingredients, and the way it negatively impacts my body was the biggest aha moment for me, to say I can survive without cheese. I can survive without dairy. I can survive without all these things that I thought there's no way. There's no way I could do that. But you can. If I can do it, I promise you, you can do it. That's the biggest aha moment I think I had for me, was just making food a priority. As much as I resented it, I made it a priority. And you just have to face it, face on, and like, you can do it. Whoever,
Yeah.
if I can, I'm.
Yeah, very cool. Well, and now it's one of those things where I'm sure, I know we've talked about, like, it's not so much that we're like forcing ourselves to make it a priority. We actually enjoy eating this way. Once you kind of get out of the, like, sometimes I used to feel like I wasn't going to survive if I didn't have sugar. Right? Like I'm going to dive on my donuts or my sugar, right? And so it's like I can actually survive without it. And when I don't have it, I feel so much better. I actually really
Yeah.
like eating healthier and eating really good, nourishing foods. And that's something we talk a ton about on the program, is nourishing the body. I think that's kind of the key there that you said, is
Yeah.
making sure that you're getting the right things. So very cool. Okay, so last question I always like to ask, and this doesn't, I'm not asking for like someone specifically, but if there was maybe like a type of person, somebody you think could really benefit from the program, if somebody's watching this who is like, I don't know, like I don't know if I can do this, like what type of person do you feel like would benefit most from the program?
Well, if you are even listening to this or even considering, just get a hold of me and I will tell you. But I I see I see so many of us out there, so many moms that we put our families first, we put our kids first, we put our careers first, and it's very, very easy just to get caught up in it, and you forget about yourself. And as long as I wake up and I'm getting the kids where they need to be, and everybody makes it home safe, you think it's a win. And then in the meantime, you're upset with yourself, you're negative to yourself. You don't think you deserve good things because you're penalizing yourself for what you've done. Like I did it, I've done it for years. And just give yourself a chance. Believe in yourself and give yourself a chance, because you can be busy, and you can still make this work. And I don't know. I think that anybody who is looking to have a healthy lifestyle, whether you have 5 pounds to lose or 100 pounds to lose, I think all of us can learn from this program, from different ways to benefit and make your body healthy. And I don't know. I see so many of us out there, And I just believe, and you deserve it, and invest in yourself. Like, I know it's a hard step to take, but it's not even a step. It's like a huge jump, like a leap that you're going to take. But you do deserve it, and the people around you love you and support you, and they want you to be healthy, and they want you to be happy. And it's hard to make that transition to believe that you do deserve that, but you do.
Yeah. Wow. Uh, that right there, that's it. Lisa, thank you. That is like, I can't say anything more. Like, see you guys, like I'm hanging up because you're absolutely right. I mean, that is it. We have to believe in ourselves, and you said it best. So if anybody is watching, you've seen Lisa's story. She's a she's literally just the epitome of like, just do it and make it happen, because when you do, you see such amazing change for you, your family, your health. And Lisa, you're such an inspiration to me, to all of us.
Thanks.
And anybody who obviously is going to be joining the program is going to see this, and just, we have a lot of our metabolic champions on here already saying, fantastic, you're doing great, awesome, just so cool. We're getting millions of hearts and likes, and all of that's for you, Lisa. So thank you, Lisa, so much
I
for.
have one more thing I
Oh
want to say
yeah,
though,
okay.
Jared.
Last things. Let's hear it.
Jared is an amazing support. He is available 24/7. I text him with random stuff. Can I eat this? Can I eat that? And he has helped me hold myself accountable. He has given me great tips. Calling the hotel in advance and asking them, can you accommodate my dietary needs? The suggestions that Jared has given to me have really, really helped motivate me and keep me accountable. Because I did not want to get on our weekly call and tell him I cheated. I did not want to get on the weekly call and tell him that I ate tres leches. And so he is a great support. He has great energy, and the recommendations he makes are not irrational. They're real life scenarios that you can do. So I have to give a shout out to Jared, because I wouldn't be here without him. So I will I have to share the love on that one.
Well, I appreciate that, Lisa. And for me, it's I just am grateful I get to be part of it with you, because you're doing all the hard work. You're the one making the change. So I'm just glad I get to be there with you, and I learn from you, and I grow with you, and I love it. So thank you for that. That's very kind of you. So if anybody is watching this who is inspired and wants for some help, I'm sure, as Lisa said, like, ask a question. I'm sure either one of us can respond on Facebook, but let me know if you guys have questions. But Lisa, thank you again for sharing your story. You're such an inspiration. I'm sure everybody watching this it's probably, I mean, we're all getting a little emotional. We're all getting a little teary-eyed, and I just so grateful for you and your experience and sharing some of your wisdom. So thank you so much. And I'm excited
Thanks.
to keep seeing your progress. That's the exciting
Yes.
thing, is we're still on our journey together. So I love it. So, so a couple last comments before we leave. And I don't know how to say your last name. Goloto. I hope I said that right. Galota. She says, awesome. Lori Newman says, Vinny says, love you, Auntie. So, and heart. So lots of hearts, lots of love, Lisa. Thank you for sharing your story. And we'll be touching base still as well. But anybody who does watch this, if you have questions, feel free to message me. I'm sure Lisa can respond if you post in the comments as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know. And Lisa, thank you again.
Thanks.
So, okay, absolutely. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Okay, see ya.